I think it's fair to say this is a different kind of project for you. What kind of drew you to this one, and what were you most excited about to explore?
It is, yeah. I think, I hadn't ever thought that I would be like in a superhero world. But then when this script came along, I loved the idea of a superhero being a young woman whose mind was extremely powerful. And I liked the dynamic between her and these three young women and how they, like genuinely protect and support and care for each other. And so it just seemed different to me, and it was way more grounded and real and gritty, and I just thought it was an interesting way to experience that world.
I was going to ask, was Cassie kind of fleshed out when you got the script, or were you able to sort of like tweak her personality to sort of fit you more? Or
Yeah, there was a little bit of, it was important to me to add some humor and some levity and some just some more complexities to her, which SJ was super helpful with, and bring more like complications to her human being.
I was going to ask as well how her job as a paramedic, like what that says about her as a person, because it's kind of interesting because she's a bit kind of standoffish. She's a bit like on the outside of everyone. She doesn't really want to get like stuck in with parties and things like that, but she obviously feels a great responsibility to, save people. So what does that kind of say about her and how she goes into being a superhero?
I think that Cassie is a paramedic because she has this like unending, like this insatiable quest to save other people because she wasn't able to save her mother. And that's very like, I think that's at the root of it for her. So it's this sort of this journey that she'll be on forever to kind of make up for this huge loss in her life.
Yeah, I get that. And what was it kind of like getting stuck in with the action part of it and the green screen side of it? Was that a challenge or something that you enjoyed?
It was so fun. It's so fun to have an added challenge of physicality, and I loved it so much. And, working on a blue screen was fun. It's weird at first to get used to. I hadn't really done work like that, but once you like just start to use your imagination, it was really fun.
Yeah, I was going to say that as well, because if you think about it, like everything Cassie sees is kind of in her imagination in a weird way. So you're kind of like living her experience.
Yeah.
I would say.
Yeah.
I was going to ask as well, what was it like working with SJ Clarkson as a director?
She's so wonderful. She's an incredible director. She is so professional. She's so experienced, and she's, in a movie that has a lot of like flashbacks and visions of the future and present moments. When you're shooting out of sequence, it can be very, very confusing. And she was just such a wonderful guide, and I felt like I was in really safe hands.
I want to ask as well, what was it like suiting up? Because I feel like you kind of get the best of both worlds, because you get a taste of it, but you didn't have to spend weeks on end on set in spandex, basically.
Right. Yes. Yeah, that was very cool. Having a superhero suit made for my body was like, you dream of those kinds of things. It was really fun. And also her super suit is unlike any other hero's suit I've ever seen. It's like really chic. It has flared legs, so it's bell bottoms.
Nice.
I don't know if you can see at the end of the movie, but
and a cool mask as well.
Mm-hmm.
I miss the eye mask things.
Yeah.
I just wanted to ask, has there been any talks of a sequel?
I don't know. If they want me to come back, then I definitely will. I have no idea what's in store.